My name is Katie Hightower.
And here at Harbin Farmhouse Designs, what do you do?
I do a little bit of everything. I work in the marketing department. My official title is e-commerce digital marketing manager.
What brought you to Harbin Farmhouse Design?
I was working three different jobs out of college, and all of them were part-time, and none of them were really what I wanted to be doing. So I interviewed for the e-commerce position with Sheremy and Tina, and I really loved just the vibe of everything, and I was really hoping to get it when they offered it to me. I was pretty excited.
Tell us about growing up. What was your childhood like? Where are you originally from?
Oh man, so rough. I grew up in Texas, so I'm not from Oklahoma. Midland, Texas, just adjacent of Odessa, Texas, where we had the Friday Night Lights thing go down, Permian Panthers, football dynasty, it's a football town.
Pretty close with the family growing up?
Yeah, very close with my family. I can't really remember a time where we didn't have like a sit-down family dinner. Like that was every single night.
Growing up, does that influence you now and when you start a family?
It's so important to have that connection with your family, and especially now with phones.
How did your parents influence you? How are they an influence on you?
My parents influenced me in the best way possible. I feel like I really was lucky growing up to be a part of two people who are so well balanced. You know, my dad is funny and he's kind and he's incredibly gentle and he's patient. And my mom is the exact same way. She is the most giving person that you will ever meet. She's a school teacher. She loves doing that. She has always been super confident about the things that she approaches in life. She's very well studied. She always told me to approach things humbly but confidently. And so when I do that, especially in the workplace, especially at Urban, like I try to maintain sort of that level-headedness that she's always had. And I feel like she's really blessed me with that. And then my dad just influenced my sense of humor. Everything that I say, my dry wit, like that's all him.
What's a favorite childhood memory that you have?
I don't necessarily remember all of it because it happened when I was really young, but my mom was in college when I was like 2 or 3 years old, and she put me down for a nap, and she was studying for her midterms. She went downstairs to make a sandwich, and when she came back upstairs to check on me, I was not sleeping. I had taken all of her fluorescent highlighters and highlighted my entire body, and I was just standing there waiting for her to show off my beautiful art.
Do you have any memories or struggles growing up?
I was a little different. I was nerdy. I mean, obviously, I was into comic books and and music and movies in a way that other people necessarily weren't. Like kids my age, I don't think that they really understood, and so I mean, differentness, they're gonna latch onto it immediately. And so I was picked on a lot growing up. I think it did make me a stronger person and a more confident person, because it was something that told me, like, you know, they were picking on me, but I didn't really let it affect the things that I liked. It didn't really change me.
What are some of your biggest passions?
Oh man, biggest passions. I love music, I love movies, I love reading, I love writing, I love coffee. I love coffee so much. I probably love coffee a little bit too much.
So you mentioned music. What kind of role has music played in your life?
I think music has been everything to me. I think that it got me through some really hard times in my life, and then, you know, I grew up singing in choirs, and then I moved on to learning how to play the guitar, and I moved on to even writing my own music, and so it just has shaped me and has become this outlet for some of the things, like maybe the emotions that I couldn't express growing up. And I know that sounds super corny because all musicians say that, like, I'm so deep, like I need to express like my interior emotions through notes of music.
So coming back a little bit to Urban Farmhouse, what would you say is your most gratifying accomplishment so far?
I think is just being able to work cohesively in a team.
Tell us what an Urban Farmhouse family means to you, and is it really a true thing?
It's definitely a true thing, and I think that anyone who knows me knows that I would tell you if it wasn't. I remember my interview lasting for like an hour and a half or 2 hours just because we simply were talking. We were connecting on a level that it was a very interesting way to enter a company. I've never been in a place where people acted the way that they do at Urban. A lot of times, like, people are ladder climbing, like they want to get somewhere, and at Urban it's like, how can we all climb the ladder at the same time together? How can we reach the top of the mountain instead of I? And so it becomes like this massive team environment, and I've made some of my best friends at Urban Farmhouse. Like, I met you through Urban Farmhouse, and you're my best friend.
Oh, thank you. Yes, same here.
You know,
Yeah.
I know that Jason and Jeremy too, like, they add so much to the environment. We'll see Jason and he'll be like, fist bump, how's it going today? And it's just like those tiny little things really improve your day and make you feel like you're doing just that much more for the company, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, definitely. So you mentioned one of your other influences, writing and movies, and being a movie buff. What's the worst movie you've ever seen?
Pitch Perfect 3.
No need to think?
Nope, just Pitch Perfect 3, worst movie I've ever seen.
Sorry, Anna.
I love her.
Yeah.
It's so hard to say that, but it was just awful.
Awful. What's your favorite kind of movie?
Ooh, that's tough. My favorite kind of movie. I'm gonna go with like science fiction thriller.
Where do you see yourself in a year?
I mean, I kind of hope that I'm doing the same thing for Urban Farmhouse Designs. I really just hope to be doing it on like a bigger scale, you know, reaching more people. I feel like not a whole lot of people in the United States and even in Oklahoma City know what we do. And for them to know like how much Urban Farmhouse cares about the community and what we do to give back to the community, it's so much bigger than just a store. You know, and I hope that like I'm still here in the Oklahoma City area. I hope that I'm still rowing. I hope that I'm still coaching. You know, those are two of my biggest passions. And I don't know, like I hope that I'm doing the things that are making me happy.
And if you could go back in time, and don't want to go necessarily change anything, but if you could give yourself advice at the age of 15, what would your advice be?
I would probably tell 15-year-old me that I needed to practice guitar more often.
Okay.
That it was not going to come easy and without work. And I would also tell myself that no matter what happens and no matter what anyone says, everything will get better if you just push through it.